one page, live on the second page, live on the third page, and we're live on YouTube. So everything's, all systems are go. And I'm going to put on a little powerful intro to give people time to come in since we had a delayed start. And then I'll bring her on as soon as she comes in.
Okay. Oops, dear, where'd you go?
Okay.
Machawe samite o chivasi e kamatai. Masetia achiamate. Me sawe chawatamake. E sawe chamate. Matea.
There she is.
Matea. Chima sawe mate. Hi.
Okay, I can see a different meeting. My video.
Ya te me kia aista matekia tamatata ya moya.
Video.
E chamatia ya sakata ya matoi. E samatia ya ya Hey,
I can see you in the right corner of my screen. You've got meeting. I'm here. The magic
My
is working.
God, we made it.
I'm here. Oh my goodness. Early hours of the morning, huh? You and me. I know.
I can't see any of you. Where are you?
Oh, there you are. I can see you too now.
I can't see anybody.
Sandra. Okay. So what you want to do is on the top right corner, it'll say gallery view or speaker view. Okay.
I see speaker view. Uh-huh.
Okay. So if it says speaker view, then you should have everybody on the screen.
I see the names, but I don't see their faces.
You don't see their faces.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I only see me.
Expand. Okay. So you then push that button that says speaker view. Okay.
Okay, I did. Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Wait. Okay, I see Marita and Sarah. Where's Katina?
Okay. You probably need to make your screen wider. Make your window bigger.
I just did. Uh-huh.
Okay.
There's Katina.
Okay, you see her? We're all good?
Yeah, I don't see you, Todd, but
no, I'm not supposed to be seen. All right, y'all have a good time, and I'm going to put the Zoom link on YouTube and on the Sology pages. So if anybody wants to come into the Zoom room, we are taking questions on Todd Medina Facebook page and on Sology One Studios YouTube channel. Those are the two that we can see. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh, are we live?
Yes, you're live. You got about 75 people in the house, and there's more coming.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Listen. This was well worth the wait. I have to guarantee you all, we had a few technical difficulties, but it's okay because we all know what's really going on, right?
Right.
So we're going to flow through this and just feel like, feel like $1 million. How about that?
All right.
First of all, I want to say greetings to you all, dear hearts and family of light. Welcome to this very special edition live stream information that we think you'll love. I'm your host, Sandra Mathis. And I'll just give you a little bit about myself. I'm an ascending sovereign spiritual being having a human experience, and so are you. I came into my awakening in 1996, and I began to expand very quickly around October of 2012. I'm the mother of 4 adult spiritual masters, the grandmother of 13, and the great grandmother of 2 golden newborn star seeds. In my experiences here, besides being a mama, a granny, and a great granny, I've been a teacher, a speaker, a healer, a priestess, a tribal leader, you name it. I've done it. I've worn many titles only to realize that that's exactly what they were. Titles, simply to advance me closer to my desired goal, and that being reaching the 0 point, fully merging back into source oneness with the full realization of who and what I really am. And so are you. All right. One thing you all will notice about me is I'm very real and I'm very raw. I don't hide anything. I may not use proper grammar, as a lot of you may be looking. I just speak. I speak what's on my heart. I speak what's real, and you get the real raw. I may not look or speak as others desire for me to be, but what you see is the real me. And I would advise any of you to do the exact same thing. Now, enough about me. We're delighted to bring to you an easy, open way by which you can ask your questions or simply make comments, whatever it is you desire in regards to the present process that we're all experiencing. And the planet, we're not only experiencing the planet experience it, the universe is going through it. We are shifting, and we're shifting very quickly in the 5D and beyond consciousness. The idea to have this streaming was created to allow people who are searching for answers to gain a deeper insight and understanding about the chosen path and what our purpose is for coming here and how we can best move toward accomplishing that goal. Now, I need for you all to go ahead and start posting your questions, comments, concerns while we get into who our guest panel speakers are. And so first I want to ask you, do you feel afraid? Are you scared? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel unsure or confused about what's happening? If the answer is yes, it's okay, because all of us have gone through that. All of us are shifting through that. The streaming is approximately 1 hour, but Todd has said we can go as long as we like. So, I mean, it's going to be on tonight. The energy is really high, obviously, because we had a few technical problems. So all of this energy rolling up in here that y'all are looking at right now, yeah, we're here. Yeah. And so I want to give high honor to Todd, to Todd and Soulology, who produces the show and who has given me, as well as my platform guests, a chance to expand and share some of our light with you all. You all are little fragmented pieces of us, and we are you. So go ahead on and start posting your questions as I move into who our panel are. To my right is my co-host. She is none other than Divine Lady Ninher Sag. She prefers her spiritual name to be addressed. And she is my co-host for this evening's show. And I will go ahead on and let her speak a little bit about herself briefly, and then I'll introduce my other two guests.
Good evening. Good evening. I am Divine Lady Ninhersag. Good evening, Sandra. How are you, Omi?
I'm great.
Awesome. Thanks to Todd and the other amazing guests for being on the show today. I am Divine Lady Ninhersag, and I am your sister of a distant moon, and I'm here to assist in raising the vibration of the planet. I'm a mother of 3, a grandmother of 4. So I'm very busy. Just so excited and happy just to be a part of this, just this platform today. You know, I'm just grateful for being here. I'm just grateful to be alive in this time. We're living in an awesome and amazing age. So yeah, I'm ready to get this thing started.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love that background. I am so in love with that. I need that, girl. You know, me and you got to talk when we get off of here.
Yeah, I got you, girl.
Okay, so my other guest will be Marita Bat-Shoshan, and she's located, I believe, are you in Portugal, Marita?
Yes, yes. I just came.
Okay.
In March, and this is where I was born anyway. It's my birth country, but I've been living in Israel for the last 40-something years, and now I'm back home. I feel that I'm back home, and
wow.
I tell you, about myself. I am in such a blank place. Everything is new. I'm starting anew. And all that I knew about myself is gone. So whatever I'm doing now, it's new. And I'm really receiving new gifts, new knowledge, and I'm using it already. And it's such an adventure. I came here with one suitcase. I got locked down. And after 2 months, and after meeting so many of my soul family, I said, I'm staying. I don't care that I'm here just with one suitcase and that's all I have. And I did it. I did it. I left all my possessions, not a lot, but I left it all behind, and I'm starting anew. It's going beyond.
Awesome.
It's going beyond fear, beyond logic, beyond everything. I just jumped into the unknown. and I'm loving it.
Oh, wow. That's got to be the most awesome feeling to experience. You're creating a brand new situation. You didn't care about leaving all that other stuff behind. It was actual, a lot of density that you left, and you move and shifted into a brand new, brand spanking new you know? And you can tell your face is just glowing. Your energy is just I mean, it's just addictive. So I can't wait to talk with you about the paintings that you share on your Facebook page, and the vibrational frequency that those beautiful paintings give off. The energy is just phenomenal. Thank you so much for being here, Marita. And I'm so happy to meet you, my rose sister. So,
Yes.
okay, so we
work
have
with the rose.
Huh?
We both work with the rose. That's how we met.
Oh yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah.
It sure is. Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of other stuff to share with you too. So also we have my beautiful sister Sarah Williams. Um, and she's a very powerful and strong sister as well. And I'm sure she's loaded with goodies that she's gonna share with us. We already have a couple of questions, so we're going to hear from Sarah and let her express what's on her heart at this moment. And after that, we'll get into what the agenda is and a couple of questions we're going to go ahead on and answer. Miss Sarah, how are you?
Oh, I'm so well. Thank you so much for having me here today and to meet up with all of you beautiful sisters. We're coming from every corner here of Europe and US, and really important places. I feel, UK, Portugal, and the US. I think are really key places around the globe at the moment in this 5D process. So I've been on my journey here since I woke up. I read the book Celestine Prophecy in the mid-90s. I started working full-time with aromatherapy and massage and things like that. Started working with chakras. I work with 22 chakras now, and I help people bring their bodies through the shift, going from a carbon-based body into a crystalline-based structure, which it seems to be the way forward as we become more 5D and access these frequencies and are able to transmit those frequencies of light in a very different way. But in order to turn a piece of coal or carbon into a diamond, we need a combination of heat and pressure. And I think we're getting both right now. The heat of everything, of our galactic central sun, and also our own internal nervous systems as our DNA upgrades, but also the pressure that we're feeling with the external, stresses on the planet at the moment. And all of these things, I think, are combining together to enable us to turn into diamond beings of, a higher frequency that are able to transmit a higher frequency of love. And that is really, I started on the journey in the mid-90s and I've been doing it 24/7 ever since. I'm the mother of one beautiful daughter. She lives in Bali, and I'm about to relocate to Portugal. So I'm really, really pleased. I lived there about 35 years ago. Met my daughter's dad there, lived on a beach, and did some backpacking. So yeah, it's beautiful to connect with you lovely ladies, and the synchronicities are incredible and the energy is huge. And I'm so
absolutely
grateful.
Oh, we must talk, Sarah. We must talk afterwards.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the energy is very intense right now. The closer we get to August the 8th, and I say August the 8th, but actually the energy is already coming in. And a lot of people that are at closer to their, I say, the pivotal point of their spiritual growth will really, really be going through some flip-flops. And I do mean flip-flops, from being unsure to what have you. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the question. First of all, we have Charlene McKinley. She says, are we feeling the powerful energies of the Lions Gate portals? Absolutely, without a doubt. As you all can see, a lot of the technical difficulties, I won't say difficulties, a lot of the challenges that we had trying to get started because of the energy that we are carrying and shifting through this. We have a lot of feminine energy that's coming through now, that's as well as the male energy that's balancing everything. And this, we knew that we wanted to do this. We volunteered to do this, and it's happening because what we created it. Also from Addie, she says, wholeness, everyone, Lady Ninhursag. The question is, how do we help raise vibration of folks that are challenged with mental illness, that are exasperated or in the current for that, excuse me, let me read the question. How do we help raise vibrations of folks that are challenged with mental illness, that are exasperated by our current state of affairs? So that was put out there, and anyone can answer that briefly. She wants to know how we can help the people that are mentally ill. How can we raise their vibration? Okay, you wanna start, Marita? Comment on that one for me.
I believe that everyone has their journey, and what we need nowadays is a lot of compassion. Love them, those who are in lesser vibrations or in their own stage of development and awareness. We cannot do that for them. They just are going through their own journey, their soul's journey, and all we can do is just smile at them, be kind, but we can't raise their vibrations.
And that's actually helping them. That is exactly how we assist them, by showing compassion and love towards them. Maybe they don't understand what we're talking about. They probably don't have a clue. They are on their own journey for wherever they decided to go. Their soul contract agreed to it. So we are not to put in a position to judge anyone. What we are going to have to do is show compassion, exactly like you said, Marita, and that energy comes from the heart resonating, the heart vibration, just looking at them, just holding your hand up. We know we have healing power, those chakras in our hands. We know all we have to do is weigh, because we are three. Like I always say, we are creator, observer, and participant, all in one, our trinity. We are observing ourselves in different types of frequencies. We are participating in it, and we are creating it all at the same time. So the people that are mentally ill, guess what? Those are fragmented pieces of ourselves at lower different vibrational frequencies. Everything is about frequency and vibration. And whether we want to own up to it or not, those are parts of our creation that we decided that we wanted to come into contact with and experience, so we could kind of experience that, right? Okay, I'm sorry, Lady Ninhursag or Sarah, feel free to chime in. We have 2 or 3 more questions on the table. Did you all want to chime in on that one, or did you want to go on ahead to the next question?
Well, I was just, my apologies.
No, please carry on.
I was just going to say, I absolutely, 1 second, I have a tickle, sorry.
Tickle.
I absolutely agree. That is so and that is so in alignment with some information that I received earlier today, that love is absolutely the key. We just have to have compassion. We have to love on everyone that we meet. Just a smile. I know we have these masks on, if you're wearing a mask, that is, but you can still show your smile with your eyes. Even if your mouth is covered. Just, that vibration is so strong that mask is not gonna be able to stop that. Every day I see people showing compassion and love for others.
That's right.
And there's no boundary. Race is the big issue now. There's no boundary.
Yeah.
White, black, people of all colors, people, men, women, children, whatever. Every day I see, if you're in a state of awareness, if your eyes are open, you will see that this planet is absolutely full of love. We just have to tap into that, and we have to go with it, and just make sure that for your own part, when you're out on a daily basis, just give a kind smile, a kind word, a hello, whatever. And that goes a long, long way. So love is definitely the key.
Love is definitely the key. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sarah, how about you? I know you agree with it because I see you bowing your head.
Oh, I'm totally bowing my head. Everything you ladies are saying is totally resonating for me. Awesome. I go out for dog walks, and I make sure that when I see each person, when I'm out in nature, I don't wear a mask. And every time I see someone, I smile and I say hello, but also I just say something nice. Just something nice, rather than just saying hello. I just say, isn't it a beautiful day? I smile and I just send out a frequency of love through my eyes into the eyes of the person that I'm looking at. And if you, and totally, as you've all just said, I couldn't agree more. If we send out this vibration of love, it doesn't matter about language, age, color, anything. Nothing matters. We are souls. We are sovereign souls walking around in a meat suit, and a beautiful light body on the inside, and all we're doing is shining out a resonance of love. And as you so rightly say, love is the key.
Is the key. Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you all so much. So I hope that gave a little enlightenment to our beloved Ade. Our next question is from Heather Nielsen. Very tired the last couple of days, low energy. Is this being felt by others at this time? Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong if you don't feel tired. If you got a lot of energy, that's great too. Everybody is at this time vibrating at their own vibrational frequency. Some people are going through this shift very differently than others. Some are taking off like wildfire, and it appears they're at the top. Don't compare yourself to where others are. Just love where you're at. Drink plenty of water. What's making you probably tired is you may be a little dehydrated. You may be a little stressed out or worried, looking at the condition of the world and the planet and taking on a little bit of those lower vibrational energy frequencies, because they are out there. Do not deny that they are not there, but our job is to work through that and shift through that the best way we know how, which is why this program was created. So it's absolutely normal. Rest, lay down if you can lay down. If you're not retired, when you get off work, if you have to go to a job every day, go home and take you about a 5 or a 10-minute power nap. If you have to go to bed early, go to bed early. I mean, Merida and Sarah, I mean, it's 1:30 in the morning there where they are. And I'm sure their eyelids are probably so heavy. but they have I mean, they look like just powerhouses. The balls of energy is just I mean, it's just shooting out of them. They don't look like they're sleepy at all. So, but anyway, that was who was that? Heather. Yes, it's okay to feel tired. Lay down, drink plenty of water, get you some vitamin C, eat right, do the things that you know that's going to give you a little bit of energy, and most of all, don't be afraid. No fear. Okay, the next question comes from Von Craig Hughes. He says, Miss Sarah, can you explain the crystalline structure?
Yeah. If you look at the elemental table, coal or carbon isn't very far away from silica or crystalline being. And what I get is that, and if I were to show this crystal, just for instance, this beautiful crystal here, it has many facets on it. So many edges. And what I feel that we're doing is we're shifting from a carbon-based structure into a crystalline-based structure. Now that means that we emit more light. Now it means also that, and the reason that I'm working with chakras and the Sushumni, the pillar that goes up and down the spine, and the interweaving Shiva Shakti or Ida Pingali energy, which weaves beautifully going up the spine, come to the pineal. This is changing the elemental construct of our cells within our bodies. And we're going from carbon-based, like a mud-based vehicle or body, into a more crystalline-based structure. Now that means that you need to use the DNA within the body, which is now being upgraded by our great central sun. That great central sun's light came online through the portal of our usual sun on the 28th of September 2015. Right. Now at that point, the galactic central sun lined up with our sun, providing a prism, like we've got 3 prisms to our third eye, one deep within the pineal, one on the surface, and one an inch away from the surface. So that's the 3 again. Now, the light that is coming down from the great central sun is affecting our DNA, upgrading it from 2-strand back up to 12-strand, which is where we were in the golden time of Atlantis, and prior to that, different times. So when we go back up to 12-strand again, which is the 5th dimensional portal. So if you look at a strand of DNA, it's like a spiraled ladder. And those little rungs of the ladder on the 3rd dimension don't look as though some of them meet. It looks like there are gaps. And the scientists have called that junk DNA. That's not the case. That the rungs to the ladder have always existed if we have 5th dimensional technology, which we're starting to access now. That means that those portals that have joined the DNA have now, with the use of the sun's light, affecting the skin of our bodies, coming in through the chakras, going through the central column into a toric field, going through all of the chakras or blockages in the nodal points, the wheels, the valves of the body, as long as they stay clear, goes up and around, upgrades the DNA back from 2-strand up to 12-strand, enabling us to become able to bilocate and manifest everything exactly as we need to. We're able to bilocate, as I say, we can use telepathy. We can do so much now when we're in the 5th dimension that we couldn't do. It was shut down at the time of Atlantis in the dark years where we made a few mistakes. So we got shut down to a 7-chakra system and 2-strand DNA. Now, the 5th dimensional frequencies from the great central sun that are now online are literally changing the frequency of the cellular structure of our bodies, upgrading us to a frequency of silica. Now, you'll notice that there are many ascension symptoms that are coming into the body, and that can be things like buzzing in the ears, dizziness, eyesight changes, changes to the immune system, changes to the skin of the body, the gut, the feeling dizzy, feeling very tired.
Yes, all of those. Absolutely.
Slow down. Our vision is changing, not because, you know, I can't read what's on the back of a packet now, but I can see auric fields and downloads coming in as binary into the system from the light. And if you look at the sun's light now, since the 28th of September 2015, you will notice that it's not just seven. If you look at a rainbow, it's not just the 7 colors. Is now much expanded, and we've got the ultraviolet light at one end of the spectrum and the infrared light at the other end of the spectrum, as well as the corals, the peaches, the lavenders, the limes, the sage green, the turquoise, the multi beautiful colors that we never accessed before. And if you look at a rainbow,
so what we got here is you showed us the crystal in layman's terms, working with the structure of the energy centers located up and down the spine, with your chakra centers. In layman's term, we are being converted from up to a crystalline base, your light body, that you have a light body inside of you that has to be upgraded. So there are many steps that we're going to go through to reach that particular point. Miss Connie, we have a young lady named Connie Bryson says, how long will that take? There is everybody has their own journey and their time frame. It's not some people, they can be activated overnight from the Kundalini on up, all the way through the star chakra and on up, eons and eons, just poof, like that. But others, I mean, I'm 71. Hey, it took me, 1996, and it's 2020 now, and I'm just getting it, and I'm not embarrassed to say that either, because it took me a while. We all have been here many, many times. We have been here to get it right. What Sarah was speaking about when the planets lined up was there was a time shift. There was a time when I think it's called the equinox period, 26,000 years, 3,000 years, 36,000 years. There's a time when those energies actually come through. The planets, everything in the solar system will line up to make that energy available to us, and everybody on the planet will be activated. Maybe not at the same time, but you will be activated. The plants, the animals, the trees, everything is being upgraded. And we have our different methods of teaching on how to raise your vibrational frequency. Merida has her artwork. Those paintings that she does are very, very powerful. Very powerful. And Lady Ninher Sag, she is a gifted speaker and an author. She can share with you how she assists with raising the vibrational frequency. She's big on divine love and balance and harmony. If you watch her Facebook page, she'll put nothing but comments about balance and harmony. So you can comment on that briefly, Lady Ninher Sag or Marita, and then we'll move on to the next question.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me, Divine Lady Ninher Sag?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
I can hear you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about the pictures, the paintings first.
Oh, Marita,
okay.
yeah. It's either one, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, yeah. I believe it was Addie that was in the chat. I did see some of the things coming up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, I just want to say, please do not compare yourself to others. Right. This walk is your personal journey.
Alone.
And
yeah.
My coach.
Well, not alone, but yeah.
Not alone, but it's your experience. Right. So don't compare yourself to others, because comparison is self-violence. You don't want to beat yourself up, okay? But there are things that you can do, and this is what I do in my experience. Daily spiritual practice is definitely key. I'm not perfect. I still, get caught up in some things. You want to monitor what you're taking in, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're eating. I believe it was Addie that says it's a lifestyle in the chat. I just saw that briefly when it showed up, and it is kind of a lifestyle. If you've been hearing that small, still voice tell you to do certain things and you still haven't quite done it yet, maybe it's time to kind of listen to that small, still voice so things can go a little bit smoother as far as your experience is concerned. And that's what I would generally say. Take some time out for yourself, be still, go be silent, go within, and turn off all that outside noise, the TV, the radio, whatever, just the chatter, and take some time for yourself. And you'll start to hear your inner self giving you guidance. And that's what you want to tap into that inner guidance. Well, so that's how I keep my vibration high.
Marita, how about you, Miss young lady? How are you what you got going over there?
You know what I think? I heard someone say something that I keep remembering. We didn't come here to be angels. That's what we do when we're not here. We come here to be humans and to experience humanity and how it is to be in bodies. And I do feel sometimes that I really get irritated about people being so holy, or talking so much about how they are God already. And I said, okay.
That is so true.
Yeah, some of them may be already like that, but then they don't act like that. In my life, I've experienced that. They're so holy, so up there, but when they need to be down here and assist others, they're not present. And that irritates me and that gets me going. And I think we have to accept ourselves as we are exactly now.
All right.
Not go for this business of being so holy and so in love. And, we're not there yet. And I don't know if we're going to be that in this lifetime.
Well, those parts, I have to say,
about rushing into it.
Yes, they still have to be worked on. Yes, I would say that is a part of the egoic nature that the humans were encoded with that has to be worked on. Ego has its part in this whole process as well. So
yes, and everybody works in their own way.
Exactly.
Receives their own guidance, and it's okay. It's okay to be human.
It's okay.
It's okay. Like with all this about eating properly and eating in a certain way and doing this and that. Today I just devoured a chicken on, and it was so amazing, delicious. It was so good, and my body was so happy with it. But
that's what I'm talking about.
That's being human. That's being here.
We go back into the religious thing of it's a sin. I mean, you detoxify your body, you eat whatever is presented to you, whatever makes you feel. Do not judge other people.
It's about joy. It's about joy nowadays.
It's supposed to be a joyous experience. You're not supposed to remember, oh God, well, if I ate that chicken wing, oh my God, I've fallen back into being asleep and I'm not ascending. That is not true. We're going to do that sometime.
They have amazing barbecue chicken in Portugal. Amazing barbecue chicken. With what you call the piri piri, which is, a little bit hot. It was amazing. That's what my body wanted. And that's what I ate, but with joy, not with guilt.
Somebody said they just ate Chick-fil-A. Oh Lord. So okay, let's move on because we have a lot of stuff to cover. Let's see. Plant-based from Addie. Addie, plant-based diet is essential. Yes, thank you, Miss Sarah. It's a lifestyle. Canon Norman says, I'm not seeing any of those things mentioned. And I think he was speaking of when Sarah was speaking. He says, I'm not seeing any of those things mentioned, not have lucid dreams or any remembrance of past lives, haven't experienced Kundalini as described by many. I do have the inner knowing of many, many things. I'm doing my inner work and so forth. Still, I, in some sense, feel stuck. Any advice as to what to do? That is a wonderful, wonderful question. And that is what this program is all about. So I'm going to let each one of you take a stab at that. You know, and whoever wants to speak on that, he has multiple statements here. He's not having memory of his dreams. He's not doing lucid dreams. He doesn't know anything about Kundalini awakening. But he has an inner knowing. And that is the most beautiful part of this whole thing. That would be Canon Norman. So anybody want to comment on that? He says he feels stuck. So how can we assist him in not feeling stuck?
Can I say something?
Yes.
With that, because Canon has this amazing inner knowing, and he's accessing his third eye, then wouldn't it be great to go into perhaps a meditation or state an intention as he goes off to sleep to access his higher self through his third eye, and to ask his higher self how he can free himself up if he feels that he's stuck? And it may be that you feel stuck, but is there something that your higher self can let you know to enable you to feel less stuck? Would it be to do with what you're eating, what you're drinking, what you're ingesting, what you're watching? Would it be to do with a particular area of your body or an emotional connection or memory which is preventing you from feeling like you're flowing? Maybe because you've got clear access to your third eye, maybe it would be great to access your higher self within the statement of, you know, as I go to sleep, higher self, give me information. How about that?
Yes, and Karen is a female. My apologies for that.
I'm so sorry.
But no,
Sorry,
yeah.
Karen.
So I agree. I mean, there is a lot of information out there on Kundalini awakening, lucid dreams. The thing is, you know, you have to have that trust factor when you know, you see so much information. Some of it may be helpful for you, some of it may not be helpful for you, but you have to trust that inner knowing. Try stuff, you know, and if it doesn't feel good, if it don't feel right, don't do it again, you know. And so I think did anyone else want to comment on Karen's?
I agree with that. Yeah, I'll comment. I agree with that 100%. I call Sandra Umi. Well, Umi and I conversate all the time about feeling stuck.
Yes.
and feeling like we should have been further along by now. But you know, that's being hard on yourself. You don't want to beat yourself up about this. As one of the other ladies on the panel said, this is supposed to be an enjoyable experience. You're supposed to be having fun, observing, and enjoying yourself. So it's not about being stuck. And as we said, I think last week, what are you going to be left behind from? Like, we're creating this, right, as we're going. So you're not, you know, right. So being stuck, I've been there. And just when I feel like I'm at that point, like, oh, I just want to give up, something always happens to let me know you're progressing finely. Everything is in divine order and as it should be.
Yeah.
So don't give up. All is well.
That's that wake up in you telling you you're not stuck you think you are, but lose the word stuck and just change the word. We always have to change our verbal, our the way that we speak. Be careful about what you say. Be careful about how you're creating and co-creating with your words. That's exactly what we're doing. And so when you say you're stuck, guess what? That's what you're gonna be, because you keep telling yourself that you're stuck. It's nothing that I had to learn too, that there's a certain way that you would speak the words and you ease through these challenges carefully. You ease through them with grace and know that everything is the way it's supposed to be. So the next question was the next, I hope that answered Karen's, gave her a little bit of insight. Do a little bit of research on the chakras, like Sarah mentioned, and do some studying on which chakra would correlate with comparison, like Merida mentioned, compassion and love, and you won't feel stuck anymore. Just lose that word, just maybe change it into something. I like to use the word challenge, because I know I'm going to get past those challenges,
One moment. She said something that was very powerful in the chat just now as we were responding, and I want to definitely speak to that, because she said in her comment, as far as using her voice, that is definitely a key.
Oh yeah.
You're not using your creative power. Your creative power is your voice. And the only way I'm saying that right now is I had to refine my voice. It was never taken, but I didn't know how to access it and use it because of past experiences. And now I can say that I have found my voice, but it is still a work in progress. Even being an international speaker, I still sometimes do not speak when I should speak, and that's throat chakra. So you may want to do some work with your throat chakra also.
Yes, that's a very good point. I just saw that comment. Yeah, the voice, your words or your vibration coming from the inner you. And that those tones are what either call or push out what you're desirous of. When you say your name vibrates with a different tone. You decided that you wanted to be called whomever you are when you came here and signed your soul contract. So the name carries a certain frequency. The numbers, everything is done in vibrational frequency. So absolutely, the voice has an important part to do with it. Absolutely. Thank you, Divine Lady Ninhursag, for saying that. Now, Natur Nate, any info on walk-ins? How do you manage walk-ins?
I am a walk-in.
Okay, let's hear about that. What do you mean by walk-in, first of all? Break that down and then...
Okay, walk-in, as I understand, is like a part of my mother soul. A mother soul is the great big soul that we are, but we just have different experiences in different parts of the universe, in other universes as well, but we are all I am part of a mother soul. And I'm experiencing now what I'm experiencing on Earth, but there's other places in the universe where I am experiencing other things. Now, when you, I can only tell you about my experience, but as I was in a mission in Israel and I found it really hard, I called for help. Okay, I called my soul for help, and a walk-in showed up. Okay, and it had a name, and it started talking to me, and that's what I understood. A part of my soul came to assist me.
Okay.
Now, my experience is I had a few walk-ins. They change as I go into another stage of evolution and I need something else. And I've experienced, this is the third one that I experienced, and it's quite fun. I really enjoy it. My last walk-in came in as a female being from another galaxy that is bringing me the teachings of how to flow, how to allow, how to enjoy. And I really needed that because I've been in a very heavy mission place, whatever. And this is what I need now. So this is the walk-in. They come in to assist us. It's nothing to be afraid of. And you just
well, you know,
allow
it's kind of different when they don't understand what's happening to them. The energy can be overwhelming, you know, and there's not a lot of information written on walk-ins, you know, unless you can go to some of these mystery schools and go through a lot of those initiations that'll break down directly what's really happening. But for the most people that are just coming into the awakening process or kind of curious about things like that, well, yes, they programmed fear into our DNA. And when you look at things like practicing outside of what people call the normal beliefs of religion or whatever, there's a bit of fear there that goes into people's minds. And they portrayed it on TV and the movies as being, oh my God, you're being possessed, or, you know, you got this weird thing that's happening to you. But in your case, it's totally the opposite. You're
no,
beauty
it's just an
and
assistant.
growth. Yes.
Yeah, it's usually a higher being, a higher part of you that comes to assist and to be there. I felt my main soul to leave when she said the mission is over. I've done what I came to do, and then I got this one. You know, come and enjoy life. I'm still doing amazing things, just not the heaviness that was there before.
Awesome.
And it's quite fun.
We have a comment by Canon. We just answered her question about the chakras and stuff. She said, I'm a sheep. I apologize. Love, 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 love. We love you. She
So
said,
sorry.
could it have to do with me hesitating in regards to using my voice? I'm really well versed in the chakras and in different areas. And I do believe that I am in trust and faith in regards to the divine unfolding that is ongoing. No, thank you for your advice. That is so beautiful. And that's what this program is all about, trying to help people. You know, we may not know everything, but yet guess what? We kind of really do, not just this group, everybody. The next question is, how are all of you connected? This comes from Candace O'Sarin. How are all of you connected? Do you all teach under a name together? I would love to see you often. Man, that touches my heart. That touches my heart. I mean, this is our first platform together.
Yeah.
I had never, aside from Lady Ninher Sag, I had never talked with Sarah on this type of platform. I've spoken with her maybe once or twice when I asked her to be on the show. And Merida and I have been role sisters for a minute, but we never really talk. So this is our first time ever teaching together. So that's a beautiful comment. Candice, thank you, thank you, thank you. You will see more of us more often. I appreciate that. The other one says, according to the walk-ins, Merida, does your appetite change?
That. It did change, yes. I like different things, you know, and but it doesn't bother me, you know. It just it doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But yes, it changed. It changed.
There was a question, Omi, from Grace Thomas in Glastonbury. She was saying that she was drawn to move to Portugal, and she wanted to know if what
why
were
the light workers are being drawn. Yeah.
Do you want me to
Did you
answer that?
Did we talk about that?
No, that was like kind of at the beginning. We were moving kind of quickly. That would be, she says,
Grace Thomas is toward the top.
Why is there a particular reason?
There is.
That's great.
There is.
I've been working on Gladysbury, Morocco for 6 years, now being called to Portugal, along with many others. Said, can Sister Marita and Sarah explain why Portugal is drawing so many light workers? I believe there are several activated pyramids in Portugal as well. And
I don't know about the pyramids, but I do know about an energy center, a huge energy center in Portugal called Liege, which is very near Fatima, where there were a lot of miracles and Mother Mary appeared. But that became a very Catholic center, and it's not the one that I'm talking about. Liege is an amazing center connected to ascension. And it's an interdimensional center inside of Earth. And it's now very active and calling out for a lot of light beings, light workers. And they come in.
Sarah mentioned that she was getting ready to come there. I'm not sure. Sarah, you want to talk a little bit about why you think you were moved to go to Portugal?
Definitely. As I say, I lived there 35 years ago, and I was called there then. And then I traveled more, and now I'm being called to come back. But I've been in England for a number of years now. You're in Glastonbury, I believe. So Glastonbury is the heart chakra of the planet, and I know that we have an awful lot of clearing to do here in England as light workers, but we've also got a lot of clearing to do with the fear. And to do with the diversification of spirituality, to do with Catholicism and the fear-based aspect of that down in Portugal and Spain, because there are these two centers where the balance of the splitting up of the religious aspect of things needs to come back together in the oneness, the unity of spirituality, and to dissolve and disperse the differences between Catholicism and the fear-based aspect of that, connecting that to the oneness of all aspects of religion coming to one spiritual format. So I feel that we are all, as light workers, we kind of spread out around the globe. And when I was living in London, I was told that everyone was coming to, all the light workers needs to come to Sussex. So I came to Sussex, and I was told we would all gather in Sussex and then spread out. So there are a lot of people who are drawn to Glastonbury because it's the heart center of the planet, or part of it, let's say. But Portugal is certainly it's in my north node in my astrology chart. But I know that I need to come and teach Neptune energies of my spiritual side in Portugal in order to help to alleviate the fear that has occurred with the separation in Portugal. Plus, the energy there is fabulous. And it's just the most beautiful country, full of just amazing people, as I'm sure you'll know.
Okay, well, I didn't see any, Lady Ninher side. Did you see any questions? Because I did have some questions until those questions start to flow in to present to the panel to stay in alignment with what the program is about as well. The first question was, how important is it for us to shift into this new earth frequency? Is it important? Is it important? And if so, why is it important? Anybody can take a comment on that.
Can I suggest, if I may, that we're Amanda Lawrence, who lives in Glastonbury, actually.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. She does the tour on Sunday mornings. Oh yeah,
11 o'clock every Sunday. She had this great analogy the other day where she had this sort of ruler thing, and she said that if you have done some work and there is no judgment around how much work and when you do it, as in, you know, investigation, raising your vibration. I mean, I've been teaching vibration since the late 90s, but if you have done some work, then you view Mother Earth from that angle. If you've done a bit more work, then you view it from this angle. So you are seeing the same planet, but from a different perspective. If you've done a lot of work, then you might see it from a different angle. And if you're up here and you've done a lot of work, then you can look down and see the bigger picture, the Alta Major chakra, the Jade Gate, this well of dreams, as I call it, the Alta Major. So you can see the bigger picture. If you can see the bigger picture, it's much easier to step out of fear, because when you're in fear and all you can see is one angle, one aspect, then and this was Amanda's take on it, and I thought it was a really good analogy. And I think it is important to step away from the fear-based 13,000, 26,000 year cycle that we stepped into on the 21st of December 2012. And now we're into 7 years down the line, and we are at this pivotal point where Mother Earth is ascending regardless. And if we want to stay on board the Mother Earth that is ascending into the fifth dimension, into the place of bliss, bliss, unity, oneness, dance, song, joy, you know, absolute fabulousness, instant manifestation, then you do need to raise your vibration in order to do that. Otherwise, you're going to stay in the same frequency with a fear-based opportunity of staying in a place where it's stuck in fear. And what I want to do, I don't know about you guys, but I want to step into the fifth dimensional, which is full of bliss. And as I say, instantly manifesting and bilocating, so that we don't, you know, those ideas. So for me, raising your vibration is important, but that's my viewpoint, and that's only my viewpoint.
Nice.
Yeah. Definitely. We can only speak from our own experience, as she just stated, but there are only two choices. There's love and there's fear. So you have to choose what you would like to experience. Also, you know, we have thoughts all the time. Those thoughts are not your thoughts. That's what A Course in Miracles says. And you get to pick and choose which ones you want to hold on to. So if you're thinking something and it's fear-based, then you don't have to accept it. You can exchange that for another thought, a loving thought, you know, a caring thought. And that will, just doing that on a daily basis can raise your vibration. You know, absolutely. And definitely I choose daily spiritual practice. I just do, even if it's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes, it could be an hour, but you work up to that.
Absolutely. Any comments, Marita, before I move on to this next question about how important it is to move into the new earth frequency? You just look like a bubble of sunshine. Okay, go ahead, Marita. I just need
from my experience, my choices are so fearless I can just get up and move and do things that are totally crazy. And that's probably my mind goes blank. And so I don't think with the logic. I just go to my heart. I act from my heart. I am totally fearless. And
Nice.
I do manifest very quickly what I need.
I mean, picking up and just going with one suitcase. Yeah, I would say you're pretty fearless.
Marita,
Yeah,
Marita makes me think about. Marita makes me think when I look at her, easy like Sunday morning.
I
You know
know.
that line, Marita?
Yeah,
She's just easy like Sunday morning.
yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, it is. It is easy. And it is living in this place that you feel abundance all the time. So it happens to you and it just grows because
Mhm.
that's the way you want to live. And it's quite interesting, this new place that I'm in.
Okay, so we got a couple of more questions that have come in. Um, Von Craig Hughes says, can you tell us where the other chakras are based around the earth, please? I know, man, and I'm gonna go back and mention this because Todd said something to me about this. Della Flores, Portugal is also the fifth ray of the healing and manifestation by the third eye. The fifth ray, Raphael, and many retreat temples of healing is located in Fatima, Portugal. So that could explain why a lot of the light workers are being drawn there, because I'm sure that that has a lot to do with the energy of the next phase of this shift. I'm almost positive I can feel it without, I'm just, feeling, what's coming in. I feel that that energy, that 8-8 gateway, all of that energy that's coming in, oh man, yeah, it's a healing. It's a healing energy for the planet, where a lot of the I won't say shadow forces have they had dominated for so long, and the healing has to take place, and sometimes it doesn't feel comfortable, but it's kind of forceful, and then you're going to see miracles like all of these light workers being drawn to Portugal or wherever. Look at how Amanda's thing has grown up there in the UK with the tour. When she first started out, nobody was coming up there. You see one or two people, and I've watched her Sunday after Sunday after Sunday, and now there's quite a few people that have gone up there that have realized, wait a minute, this thing is real. All of this energy coming from this, okay, it's a beautiful thing to see that. But anyway, I wanted to go back and throw that in because Todd had mentioned that to me. Von Greg wants to know where the other earth chakras are located. Can somebody speak on that?
What do you mean by earth chakras? Energy centers? Does he mean by that? Yeah, there's another one in France, which is called Lourdes. There's only 2 in Europe. Okay. And there's a lot in South America. There is also in Tibet.
Tibet, yeah.
Shambhala is in Tibet, and there's a lot spread all over South America. And in Europe, there's only these 2. I don't know about any in Africa or in the United States, but that's what I know.
I can speak to that one. If you want to Google that, then you'll find the location of the Quetzalcoatl line, the Plume Serpent line, and also it's if you Google it, you can find a map of where the chakras are around the planet, and there are Uluru is one, Mount Shasta is one, and you've got Lake Titicaca is obviously one. We've got Machu Picchu is one. London is the Earth Star chakra. Mount Agung in Bali is the Soul Star chakra. But you can have a look on the map that you can Google and download, and that'll give you the chakras, both third and fifth dimensional. If you want to have a look at that for yourself, you'll get an earth map, and it will include the matrix of the lines around the planet and the 2 lines of the plume serpent and the rainbow serpent, which connect to the Maya, which I've done a lot of work with. So yeah, if you can Google it and have a look for yourself with some research.
Okay, we're talking about 2 different things. Chakras of the earth is one thing. The other one is energy centers. That's 2 different
Of course.
things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to know about the energy centers, that's what I said. Chakras, that's what you said.
Yeah.
Leash Fatima is not a chakra. It's an energy center.
Yeah. Makes sense to me.
Ladies, I'll tell you, we have really had fun. We've gone over just a bit, and I'm not sure. I think we have a few comments. Amanda and I are good friends. My higher power has been telling me I only need 1 suitcase since May of 2018. I'm finally selling
Come
all
to
of my
Portugal
belongings as fast as possible. Oh, she's answering her calling. That's Grace Thomas. Whatever you feel, go by what you feel, and everything. I'm never going to tell anybody to not listen to your higher self and what you feel. But I had several questions lined up for the panel, but you know, this thing gets good every time we get to talking. And there's thousands and thousands among millions of people that have so many questions. So I think that this program is going to resonate and it's going to grow like wildfire. I'm going to give everybody one brief closing remark on the program, what you feel, the best advice that you can give to our lookers, our viewers. And we're gonna start with Marita, just a brief overview of the advice or anything that you want to leave with our listeners, and then I'll have a few remarks and then we can close out.
Okay. What I can say is that everything that I'm experiencing is new. It's connecting to the new energy. So I've been asking the Creator, how do we get through so much processes and so much purging if you are an old soul? A lot of us are old souls. How much energy does that take to get all that purging done? So what happened to me was that I got the answers. I got a method totally new, completely new, that I call the Rose Dome. And that is my suggestion. Do you want to try something totally new in the new energy? I can take you there.
Just welcome in the new energies. I love that, Marita. Thank you so much. You're a real
no more processes or long going into deeply and feeling everything again. I'm totally for something easy
like Sunday
and fast and in the new energy. And that's it. That's
all right. Thank you, Marita. Sarah, okay. Sarah, you want to give us a brief closing remark? And thank you so much for being here as well.
I just like to say that if you follow your heart,
yes,
if you follow what makes you happy, what lights you up, if you didn't have any bills to pay and you had all the resorts and all the resources in the world, what would light you up? What's your passion? What do you love to do? Follow your passion. Follow what makes you feel light and what you love to do, and visualize yourself doing it, and just express yourself in whatever way is perfect for you, because we're all aspects. We're all like jigsaw pieces. We've all got lots of information. We fit together, and when we come together, we make a big picture, and the big picture is beautiful. So follow your heart.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Sarah. You're a sweetheart. You look so laid back and comfortable there too, young lady. I know. As soon as we talk, her eyes are gonna close. Her and Maritta's eyes are gonna close like clockwork. Okay.
Yes.
Divine Lady and then her sag. Yeah.
Real quick. Yeah. Real quick.
We can't do real quick, can we?
I know. Yeah. So my advice is you don't have to know everything. Nobody knows everything. Your higher self is always available to you. Just ask. Mm-hmm. Love on yourself and do not live in fear. Choose love. That's my advice.
Choose love. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. So my final remarks are this. Everyone has a part. What you can do is not minimal. There's always something you can do. If you feel stuck, if you feel lost, if you feel confused, here is my suggestions. Never give up. Don't feel like you don't have anything to contribute. Let's see, what have I got here? Light a candle. A candle always work. I call it candle magic. One little teeny weeny candle, and just set the intent to send the world peace and love. Look what you've done, because fire carries power. And when you light that candle, your love, and you set your intent and set that candle out there, that's going to send love all over the world. Visualize the planet being engulfed in love. And one of the last things that I do is I take a glass of water, and you talk to the water. I put it on my Facebook page. Talk to the water, sit it outside and charge that water, and drink that water after 10 or 15 minutes and watch how good you feel. The water is alive. The water does what you ask it to do. There you go. It does what you ask it to do. It's called programming the water. And lastly, you can take a walk in the park. You can take a walk in your neighborhood. You can take a walk in your driveway, up and down your driveway. Take your feet and walk on the driveway. And as you're walking on the driveway, you are actually connecting with the planet's grid. Imagine you're connecting with the planetary crystalline grid, and you're sending and receiving those energies. You can not only expand and protect your neighborhood that you live in, you protect neighborhoods 200-300 feet. Then think about the world. It's always something you can do. So we leave our love as sacred sisters to you. We bow to the divinity within all of you. We respect you. And our next show will be in 2 weeks. Invite some of your friends. This show is not about us. It's about you. And we invite you to come and enjoy some more talking from shifting into the 5th dimensional frequency, the new earth, and how we can assist you. And until then, inbox me or message any one of us with any questions and everything. Inbox Todd. And we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, my special panel guests and my co-host. I am so in love with you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you all have an enjoyable, pleasant evening. Thank you so much, Katina. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
For me.